He says he was just trying to get home. Tonight, video shows a St. Louis police car running a red light without lights and sirens and hitting a man in another car. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Mike Bush. Kelly Jackson has the night off. Tonight, that man talks on camera for the first time. His story arrives at a moment when the Missouri House has just voted to ensure that when the police department that hit him settles a lawsuit, it is you, the St. Louis taxpayer, who could pay the bill, not the state that runs the department. Political editor Mark Maxwell has been working this story all day, and he joins us live tonight from police headquarters.
Mike, the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department has been under state control for less than a year. And tonight, a crash involving a police officer is raising a fundamental question. When this department fails someone, who ultimately answers for it and who really pays? We met James Turman right where it happened, the corner of Vanaventer and St. Louis Avenue. He showed up with a cane, fresh from a doctor's visit, and within minutes of our arrival, the coroner showed us exactly why he was there.
The officer ran the light. I was in the clear.
Somebody just ran a red light right now.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
It was April 11. Turman was heading home after helping his brother fix a car. Video shows the light was red for 19 seconds when this happens. What kind of shape are you in? What did this do to you?
Man, it messed up my neck, my back.
5 on Your Side obtained that police camera footage through an open records request. Nothing in the video shows the officer's emergency lights or sirens were on.
It's really been painful.
Have you heard from anyone at the police department in any official capacity since this happened?
No.
No apology?
No. The day that it happened, a sergeant came and looked at me and frowned up at me and walked away. Didn't ask me was I all right, didn't ask me what happened or nothing.
People nearby pulled out their phones.
He hit them people, man, running the light. Yeah, they better get paid.
Do you trust that someone is going to be held accountable for what happened to you?
I hope so. That's why I got a lawyer.
In a statement, the department confirmed the emergency equipment was not activated at the time of the accident and said the matter is under internal review.
There needs to be more responsibility for officers to pay attention to what they're doing out here on the streets.
But we're also trying to make sure that we don't bankrupt the city in the process.
And here's where James Turman's story becomes everyone's. This week, the Missouri House voted to make city taxpayers, not the state, pay for any legal settlements involving this state-run police department. That includes a crash like his. House Democrat Lakeisha Bosley voted no.
But when you take over something, it's like anytime a business acquires another business, you're taking on the debt of that business as well.
We walked back to that corner with a man who lived here his whole life and asked him what all this adds up to.
They're the one that's supposed to be on a hierarchy of looking out for everybody, and they're the one that you have to look out for.
And tomorrow in Jefferson City, a judge takes up yet another legal challenge to this state takeover. Missouri's Attorney General Catherine Hanaway expected to be there in the courtroom as her attorneys argue against local control. James Turman will be watching from his home in St. Louis. Live downtown, Mark Maxwell, 5 on Your Side.